Good Frosty Friday, everyone. Welcome to Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the daily video forecast discussion for Friday, the 14th of November, 2014. And if you're waking up this morning, do be careful stepping outside. In certain areas where snow has fallen overnight last night, it is now compacted. It's a little icy out there this morning and a little snowy, covered on the surfaces of grass and also car tops in many locations this morning. We have temperatures generally running in the upper 20s to low and mid 30s across the region, but the winds are howling in out of the northwest and they're freshening at 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts over that now in some locations, especially over interior locations and where there is snow packed a little bit on the ground, anywhere from a trace to an inch or two in spots. We have wind chill values that are ranging in the low 20s over the interior to the low and mid 30s right along the immediate coast. And for the National Weather Service's public information statements on the snowfall totals in the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metropolitan area, you can always go to our website at gardenstateweather.blogspot.com. And the first header under there prior to the video here, underneath that will include all the snowfall totals for you. Watches, warnings, and advisories right now on the land areas. We have icy spots here in the lower Hudson Valley into interior Connecticut. The sun is going to begin to warm some of that up, and those icy patches will begin to melt away after the morning commute this morning. But do be careful out there driving, obviously, with some slick spots there. For the coastal waters, we have small craft advisories in effect for the strongest winds this morning, and they'll be at or below 22 knots late this afternoon and tonight. For now, continued small craft advisories through the evening tonight into early Saturday, since the boundary layer is cold enough, and this may enhance the boundary layer and wind transfer. Have isolated gusts between 35 knots early today, the vicinity of the entrance of the Delaware Bay here. Outlook for Saturday through Monday, sub-small craft advisories expected, but rain will overspread from the south on Monday. And on Tuesday, small craft advisories are possible with northwesterly gales. Visible view of the satellite imagery this morning shows sunshine and clear skies now moving across the New Jersey, Philadelphia metropolitan area. Still some clouds out on eastern Long Island this morning, and offshore as our coastal storm, or basically our wave of low pressure here off the coast, and moves further away out over the ocean. We still have an upper trough to work through this morning. We're already finding some plumes of snow which are coming down from off of the lakes this morning. Water vapor channel, by the way, is beginning to dry out just a little bit, but still we're going to find a few mid and high level clouds across the region as some of these streamers make their way downstream, but in the downstream flow they'll probably begin to dry out. We can see some of this on Doppler radar right now, and some of these are snow plumes coming in with the cold air rushing over the warmer lake waters, and here is the precipitation that came through last night into very early this morning. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com. A digital atmosphere software shows the wave of low pressure well off the mid-Atlantic coast states right now, moving away to the north and east. Snow hanging on the backside here across coastal Maine and coastal southern New England here. Here's our upper level trough swinging through the region, and then finally high pressure beginning to build in across the region during tonight and tomorrow morning. Temperatures today getting into the 40s, and that will just about do it. Right around sunset, temperatures will quickly drop into the 30s and then upper 20s to freezing in all levels by late tonight and early tomorrow morning, with a hard freeze across many regions, especially out in central and eastern Long Island that have not experienced this yet. Temperatures tomorrow will struggle, and they will struggle to get over 40 to 45 degrees in many locations. Higher temperatures will probably be in the metro areas. The colder temperatures, obviously, where there's a little bit of snowpack and very cold air. The winds will lighten up as the pressure gradient relaxes a bit. But this weekend's going to be chilly, and we return to more clouds on Sunday, and then precipitation getting active again on Monday across the region. On the aviational weather deck this morning and throughout today, we basically have VFR conditions, 6,000 to 10,000 feet clouds around coastal New Jersey and Delaware, clearing by mid to late morning. Then a few scattered to broken clouds at around 3,500 feet during this afternoon. Northwest winds gusting to 20 to 25 knots during tonight. We have VFR conditions in place, possible scattered to broken clouds at about 25,000 feet in the Poconos and far northwestern New Jersey, with the winds out of the northwest at 5 to 15 knots. Saturday and Sunday VFR, gusty northwest winds expected to decrease on Saturday morning. Sunday night through Tuesday morning, MVFR or lower likely in periods of rain and snow. Gusty northwest winds expected on Tuesday morning. Right now, outside of Newark, New Jersey, it's a chilly one, 36, dew point 26, humidity 67. The wind is northwest at 13. Few clouds at 3,000, broken at 6,000. And the wind chill value makes it feel like it's 27 out there with VFR conditions in place. At the terminal here in Philadelphia, International Airport, 35, dew point 25, humidity 66%. The wind is northwest at 10. Few clouds at 6,500, 11,000, and scattered at 18,000. The wind chill makes it feel like it's 27 on the tarmac there, and we have VFR conditions in place. NamWRF composite reflectivity forecast from Penn State's eWall site shows the precipitation out of here, clearing skies this morning as is ongoing right now, and that will continue. We find lake enhanced and lake effect snow plumes coming off, or snow showers coming off of all the Great Lakes as the cold air rushes over the top of the warmer waters here. And the downsloping flow means this will not make it into the area, just a few scattered clouds, northwestern sections, and then dying off with under clear skies, northwesterly winds, and cold temperatures. Today, temperatures in the 40s, feeling chillier with the northwesterly winds, but they'll slacken off late tonight and tomorrow morning. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, it will be below freezing in all locations, especially where there's a little bit of snowpack on the ground. And we begin to warm it up by Sunday afternoon with cloud cover increasing once again as a storm system gets ready to influence our weather on Sunday night, especially during the day on Monday and Monday night. GFS parallel maps into motion from tropicaltidbits.com. That's Levi Cohen's site. Did a wonderful job on these maps here as this is out to 10 days. Remember, the parallel GFS operational will be in effect December 16th. Cold air in place, high pressure building over the forecast region through the weekend. Temperatures chilly, but modifying just a little bit. Clouds increase on Sunday, and then we get an active pattern once again. Find another system here in the southern plains and actually the southeastern states in the active subtropical jet stream. Warming, overrunning precipitation developing across the Lehigh Valley and parts of Pennsylvania. Could start out as some snow across these regions, and then mostly rain. Could be a juicy system too, with two areas of low pressure. The first is scooting north off the southern New England coast states, and that would be on Monday night. And the main important wave here, the whole thing lifting off of the eastern United States into the southern New England coastal waters here with snow on the back edge. This could precipitate, and we could find a little bit more snow on the back edge of this too. In fact, the GFS model, which is this far out in time, is indicating the same kind of scenario that we saw just yesterday on Thursday. And it's an active pattern going forward, and then really just a cold Arctic blast of air all the way down to the central plains, all the way down to the southeastern United States. The only places that are going to be saved a little bit, probably South Texas and of course Florida, but even there, it will be a much colder anomaly than we've seen over this portion of the country for the month of November. Snow plumes once again coming in off the Great Lakes by Wednesday. Temperatures on Wednesday probably not even getting out of the 20s over the interior, low to mid 30s over everywhere else. So it's going to be a cold, cold day with a downslope westerly flow next week, and then we'll begin a little bit of a rebound or a break in the action. As we get an upper trough moving through the region on Thursday. That will produce some light snow, and the air mass is still very cold, so you might find some snow showers in and about the area, but modification in temperature will come during the mid to the late part of next week. And here's our next system here moving into the upper plains and towards the Great Lakes region, and that would be for late Friday night and Saturday. We'll have an increase of cloud cover across the region, some frozen precipitation to our west breaking out in the warm air advection over the top of the cold air that's in place, and the warm air just takes over a little bit. We get into some freezing precipitation changing over to rain as the system heads into southeastern Canada. So it's going to be an active pattern for the next 10 days, and then we should find a little bit more relaxation. But looking at the long-term guidance here, it doesn't look like we're going to get well above normal at all in temperature. In fact, right through Thanksgiving, we could get close to that around Thanksgiving time, but then we should be going back down into the tank with a second reload for the first part of December. Of course, we'll be monitoring all of this as we naturally do at GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. For everything live, it's Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a fantastic weekend. Do bundle up out there, and we'll be back bright and early on Monday morning.